Hey, welcome you back from the short commercial break. Thanks for tuning in and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Back to the topic today, we are on the economic crisis, and for now I'm having this thing of the rapid increasing crime rates due to the economic crisis. Do you think this is the cause, and why are people increasingly committing these crimes? Mr. Jeremiah.
I would like to appreciate that question, Lady Angel. As you said, is this the cause? Crime rates, this is not something that started today or that started yesterday, but this is a process that is running within our country. But all this runs because of political instability in the country. People have hope and people have their government, that's what I would say. They people still have that hope and the love for the what? For the government. Now when people see that what they do hope to receive from the government is not what the government gives to them or renders to them, they do evolve into these things. And I want to look at the brain drain in our country. How many people that have studied in Uganda and after they love what to do? Somebody goes for a degree in software, as my big brother have said. Somebody goes for twice, somebody goes for any other course, and they find themselves they have nothing to do. Somebody is a degree, can't sit at home just like that.
Actually, that issue of the brain drain, like those people who have studied and they are taken abroad to do their professions from that side.
And it's not even they are being taken, they go on their own, looking for jobs, searching. Now, I've been given 2 weeks, I know that.
Yes.
But I want to conclude this by saying, the cause for this high crime rates in Uganda is not caused by this crisis. It's caused by the political instability by these leaders. And the poor security. The government has done what you call regional imbalance in security provision. There are some regions where we don't even see such things when there is enough security. There are some other districts that are so strict. I want to look at Mukono. I want to thank Lady Fine. She has been so strict in security, at least in her area of jurisdiction. But there are some other this one, they are also just looking for money. They just wait for crimes to do acting. But if they will be so responsible about that case, then we'll reduce this. But as long as the government does not care to these people and listen to these people's cause or things, we shall similarly have these causes to happen.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Innocent,
yes.
Do you think the economic crisis is the cause of the rapid increasing crime rates in Uganda today?
I would like to attribute all this we are talking about, the crime rate, the economic crisis, to 2 to 3 things. One of them is that youth don't have jobs. And another thing, people are hungry. People don't have what to eat. What do you expect me to do when I don't have what to put on the stove, on to eat? If I don't have what to eat, I must go through hard ways of getting what to eat. If you do have what I want, I will come to you. If you don't want to give it to me, I will make sure that I get it from you by force.
Yes.
And again, people are studying. Youth have been studying every time, and then people graduate, but they don't find any job. And what do you think these youths have to do? They will not go back to their homes because parents have sold everything to give them education. So they have to look for the way to survive.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Innocent, for that news. Mr. Peter?
Thank you very much. Talking about the high crime rate, I would say that economic crisis has played a big role in the increased crime rates. Because my colleagues talked about unemployment, underemployment, but we have other causes of crime rate. I would say, we talked about the levels of education. There is what we call poor health care. Based on the situation, if someone can't afford to buy, let me say, paracetamol, and yet the person is sick, is not fine. Yeah, that's medicine. Something like Panadol. If someone can't afford it, he doesn't have the money. You get it? And the government has not come up, let me say, with possible solutions to this. it means people will end up having certain, let me say, diseases which can't be treated. When we talk about the economic crisis, it goes across all sectors. Like you can't say it's about political instability or anything. It goes across all sectors. Why? Because it has something we call money. Because money runs all the sectors. After sitting on table, like when we sit on table, we all have to consider one guy, and that is funds. When we have the funds, we have to do the proper allocation of the funds. Going back to the issue of the crime rates, there is what we call mental illness. People go out to do crazy stuff based on very many activities, I would say. But my brother talked about hunger. When you're hungry, you can do a lot of stuff. Like, you won't think straight. I'll give you a brief example. Like, here at campus, sometimes when you're in lectures, yes, winding up here, let me say, like, when we are here at campus, a student can't concentrate on whatever he's doing because he's hungry. So imagine someone who doesn't have a job. Let me say someone has a job, he's underpaid. He has a family of 3 kids. He's getting 200K. You can't cater for that. They are sick. You have to cater for their medication. You have to cater for their tuition. You have to cater for your own transport. Like, it's too much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Benjamin. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for honoring our invitation, and thanks for all of your ideas. Lastly, I would like all of you to conclude. Like, can you please give your brief conclusions according to what we've been discussing? And we start with Mr. Benjamin.
One of the great men in the world mentioned a few statements, and I would like to put it across. It's about innovation, and that is the late Tansley Limcoquin. He said, the heartbeat of a dynamic nation, that was the statement. The world's most advanced nations are also running the most innovative ideas. Their governments have built economic and social infrastructures that encourage creativity and innovation. These countries produce goods that are perceived to be the best in the world because they produce the best goods that the world wants. They become the most successful and competitive in the world, and their economy is the richest. If Uganda can take up that idea and we start to think innovatively, you will find out that our motherland, which is acting as a stepmother to us, it will become the most suitable parent or guardian to us all. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your conclusion. Mr. Jeremiah, can you please conclude in 1 minute?
Well, thanks so much, Media Angel. I will use that 1 minute. So, Jeremiah, Professor by name. As I conclude, there are just 4 statements I would like to give out in a form of advice. Number 1, I would like the government of Uganda to start selling minerals for technology. Number 2, to strengthen the agriculture sector or industry in Uganda, and then to learn how to depend on home goods than imports. And then I would like the government of Uganda to promote the tourism industry. Lastly, the government of Uganda should learn and should put much emphasis or efforts on the TV8 program, so that at least each youth should have a skill that can lead him to survive in such a crisis. I end by saying, I love you all, but just one thing. Politics is the art and the science of managing society. So, my professor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Innocent.
Yeah, I would like to use my 2 minutes by saying our government should remember that it cannot survive where people are not. So it should mind about people's lives before it minds about spending money on luxurious things, like buying cars, like doing things which are not concerning the basic needs. We should first mind about the basic needs and how people are going to survive before we do other things. Thank you.
You're most welcome. In conclusion, I would like to give my viewers this opportunity to also forward their views to me, which I'll read in the next shoot. Thanks so much. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. I love you so much.